Good evening, Ms. Shumway. We're going to do a sound check. We're actually using some new speakers. If you could give us a check real quick.
Yep, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I'm going to turn the volume up just a little bit. Go ahead and one more time.
Is that better?
Yep, perfect. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Rick. Would you all join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item 3, roll call. We have Ms. Shumway on Zoom, and Ms. Weiser and myself are here in the board meeting. We do have a quorum. Item 4 is a call to the audience. The board will listen to any comment from the public, but will not respond except as permitted by Arizona Revised Statutes 38-431. The board may refer an item to the administration or request to have it placed on a future agenda. I do not have any slips. Do we have anyone wishing to do a call to the audience? All right. Here we're seeing none. We'll move on to item 5. Dr. Dorner and Mrs. Betsy Parker, recognition of retirees for the 2021-2022 school year.
Mr. President, members of the board, thank you so much on everyone who's here this evening. We appreciate you being here. Come on up. Betsy Parker, who was up here at one point retiring from Kingman Unified, as was Melissa. We just want to take a few moments to pause and celebrate some careers that spanned at least 10 years plus in this district. Everybody this evening, and you're good for that because I'll have this one. Everybody here this evening, and then we talk about on this list. Oh, Jen can't hear me. Okay. Hi, Jen. Just amazing group of people who are here with us this evening. Some that could not be with us, we will go ahead and recognize. So thank you in advance for celebrating all of these amazing educators. And I've been fortunate to work with every one of them, and only a few of them precede me in hire. And it's amazing when you hear how many years some of the folks in this room have dedicated their lives to the education of students, to the Kingman community, and to the lives of their whole school staff in our district in total. So without further ado, we will start in alphabetical order. And our first recipient this evening for retirement will be Terry Akers. Hi,
Just
Terry.
a disclaimer, if you don't want me to hug you, just go like this, because I know 90% of you all.
Yes, Terry Akers.
Come on up.
Come on up. Terry Akers is currently at La Sanita Little Explorers Preschool. Her hire date is August of 1995. We congratulate you, Terry, for 27 years dedicated service, devotion, and commitment to our students in Kingman Unified School District. Thank you so much. Any words? No. Well, maybe
Congratulations,
stay up here for a minute because we're
Yeah,
let's
there's
bring
not gonna be
your
down.
partner up here, partner in crime. I'm going to skip a couple of down and invite Julie Byer. Julie Byer, I think you 8/24 of 1983.
She had me beat by 1 year.
39 years with Kingman Unified School District. And I'm going to just tell a very quick story. I was a brand new teacher in the early 90s for Wallop High School, and we had our welcome back to school annual event at Manzanita. And I was sitting there, a young and excited teacher, and you earned Teacher of the Year that year. That would have been about 92, 93. And so I just remember you coming up the aisle, and the people I was sitting around were saying, "Oh my gosh, so well deserved. She's so amazing. And your shoes will be impossible to fill. Your heart has been for our little people in the Kingman area forever, and we will miss you dearly." And so let me find. I went out of order. Congratulations. All right. And maybe a picture. Jerry's going to have you turn around and have both of you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Enjoy travels and all the amazing things you'll be doing.
Enjoy retired teachers. We have a wonderful time. That's your personal invitations.
Right. Our next retiree is at Kingman High School, and she's been there since 2005. And one of my favorite memories when I moved from elementary to the high school level, and I needed to work among the high school teachers to learn what the high school culture was about. Kim Alsheimer, come on up, is just one of the most positive human beings. Yep. I always look forward to going by your class and seeing the amazing art and photography and the interaction and the relationships you have with students. They just were drawn to you and they've learned so much from you.
It was a pleasure to always go by your room. It really was.
Thank you for your 17 years here. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you. Stephanie Engel has also been in our district for a long time. I don't believe she can be with us this evening. We started together at Wallapai School, so she's had the elementary, middle, and high school experience, and in every aspect of her career, she has just been a plethora of information and resources, and she will be greatly missed as well. So we will get her award to her, and Betsy, yeah, we'll make sure that that's passed along to her. So a round of applause for Stephanie Engel. Retiring from the transportation department, and he left, was it about March, early March, Manny? We've been missing you ever since. Manny Borges, please come on up. Transportation. Now, if you've ever had to figure out bus routes and how many kids get on a bus and what happens behind the scenes, this guy's a genius. We counted on him every single day. You will always be missed. You've done an amazing job, and we still miss you, but we're really happy for you that you're retired.
Well, officially, I left in March. I had a stroke and had a blood clot in my brain, and everything's okay. Moving on. So I appreciate everything from everybody.
We love you and we miss you.
All retirees are welcome in all areas.
Those are the survived education
Yeah.
meetings.
That's right.
Cynthia Brown. Cynthia, come in. Cynthia has also had a wonderful career with Kingman Unified. She's currently at Desert Willow as a paraeducator, but most of you probably know her from her time here at the district office. She has processed and welcomed aboard so many teachers and so many educators over the year, and we're excited for her that she is now off on her way in a new adventure as well. Richard Brown, I don't believe I saw Richard. He's worked for the district office because he works across several schools as an SLPA, speech and language assistant. He started his career in 2005 and just left us this year. So we wish him the best as well. Connie Case. Connie Case is Kingman High School paraeducator who joined our district in 2006. She has been working, I think, at Kingman High most of the time, and she does a wonderful job with our students. Again, we wish her the best. Betty Cassidy is a transportation bus driver who has been driving school buses since 2003. That is a dedicated, amazing employees. Every job in the district has its ups and its downs, its easy points and its difficult points, but bus driver, and I've done most of them, bus driver is not one I've done, and I have all the admiration in the world for our transportation specialists. And Casson, come on up. Now, let's see. Anne is retiring. We're so happy for you and welcome back.
Yes, I know. I know.
We're going to let her retire for about 6 weeks and then get her back in. No, not really. 3. Yeah.
And that works.
Everybody, we're not done talking about you. Well,
You forgot the cross country.
yes, I mean, talk about being important in the lives of children. High school counselor, coach extraordinaire. Anybody in here, did your children have Ann Casson as a counselor? I did. Absolutely incredible what you do for kids. In addition to what's happening in the educational classroom is so valuable and so important. And we're so thrilled that you're going to continue doing that at the Sandy McCoy Positive Alternative Campus.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ann. Jackie Chastain, she is another, congratulations, welcome back. Jackie is a teacher at Manzanita. She's officially retiring, but then rehiring. She joined us in 2001. So these, we've had some really dedicated educators in Kingman Unified. The longevity is just touching and amazing. She will continue her job, Lindsay, same thing, retire, rehire. We're so happy that she'll be back at Manzanita. Now, this is another one. It's going to kind of maybe be goodbye, maybe come back. Rodney Cody. Rodney left the business industry, right? You came Walmart manager to Kingman Unified. And we were just so grateful that you came, been teaching CTE and business at both Kingman High and Lee Williams. And if anybody has ever had Rodney as an instructor, your jargon is up to date. He does an excellent job with all of that. And we're thrilled to congratulate you on the end of your journey as the CTE teacher in our high schools. And we look forward to any other possibilities with you in the future. Yeah. Becky Collins. Yay. Hi, Becky. She's here. Oh, did I give Rodney his? Rodney, I'm so sorry. We missed you. We want you to come back up. Get another one, Jerry. Rodney's going to join us for a second. Thanks, Rodney. I think we were in college together. We were in college together. So in appreciation of your 30 years of dedicated commitment, Becky Collins, we congratulate you on your retirement and you get to spend time with those grandbabies. Been a principal, been a teacher, been so many things, and everything you have done has just been amazing, and what you've done for our kids, and you will be truly missed. And congratulations.
We'll see you at the meetings. We need some new blood.
Are you gonna take, did you already get, we get another one? Yeah. John Filson, come on up. I think what I heard, John, are you heading back closer to home? Are you heading closer to home? Yeah, I heard. I mean, how can you blame somebody for wanting to go home, right? But 14 years, does it feel like 5 minutes? Yeah, that's what it says. Appreciation of your 14 years. I have the proof right here. 2008. So thank you so much for everything you've done. Black Mountain Middle School and history. Yeah. And whenever I walk through John's class, he brings history to life. The trivia games that really bring the history standards to life, and the instilling a love of history with the students is just unmatched. So congratulations and good luck on your next journey.
Good luck to you.
Kelsey Grimes. If you know Kelsey, you know she loves speaking in front of adult crowds. So we have 5 minutes set aside for you. Hi, Kelsey. I think I ran into you up at NAU on the summer school, maybe you and Lori and some others. Way back 28 years ago. Your start date, Kelsey, is 1994, currently junior kindergarten at La Sanita, Little Explorers Preschool, but how many years at Manzanita? 21. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Oh. Lisa Hammerling, Desert Willow custodian, hired in 2005. We're so appreciative of Lisa and her service and congratulate her on the next adventure in her life. Thomas Kemper, Serbat lead custodian, is leaving us after 10 years, and we wish him the best as well. Michelle Kreger Boone. Does Michelle Boone make it? Hi, Michelle, come on up. Michelle is just one of our favorite teacher. How many, were you always in first, second, lower grades? Special ed. Yeah, 1983. So Julie, you and Michelle.
Thank you for everything. We had a little mix up on the words. So we'll get you mixed up.
Congratulations. I most recently, Michelle's been at Wallapai, and I got to walk through your classroom a couple of times in the last few years, and just magic with those first graders. I know you did the special ed there too, and then we had to add a first grade, and Michelle took it on. And just, if you ever wanted to see someone have first graders in the palm of their hands and doing amazing high level work, you just needed to observe Michelle. So we will miss you greatly, but we're so happy for you. Yeah. The paparazzi. Diane Morgan. Yay. Keep trying to get her to do the rehire, Anne and Jackie and Patty, and she keeps saying no. Hi, Diane. Congratulations. Love you so much. One of my favorite teachers at yeah. 28 years, Diane Morgan. Have you been at Manzanita the entire 28 years?
3 years at Servat.
3 years at Servat.
2 years in Kelsey Grimes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she did an amazing thing. Took a little bit of a break. When was that? Last 2 years ago? Was that 5 years already? And what trail did you walk?
The Arizona Trail.
From Utah to Mexico, 800.
Wow.
800 miles. So not only is she an incredible teacher who has really made a difference in the lives of students, but she's a role model to all of us for balance and healthy lifestyle. Amazing. Congratulations, Diane. Smile, Jerry. Rebecca Morphew. Patty Nelson. Oh, we were back there at one point. Patty, you started your career in 2006. You took a year off. What was your first job?
Academic services.
Academic services. I thought you were right here, right?
And then a year off to student teaching.
And then student teaching, and then ever since been a teacher and now an instructional coach at Desert Willow. I know Mr. Bat and the Desert Willow staff. I hear amazing things about you. And then someone panicked when they saw your name on the retirement, right? I bet you heard that a lot. And then a lot of celebration because happy retirement and welcome back.
Oh, well, we're still.
Yeah. Yeah, can they be a retire and still come to your? Yes, you can.
Yes, but they have to just leave their job.
Okay.
at
Thank you so
lunchtime.
much, Patty. Kim Robbins, another amazing counselor. So amazing. Oh, she's so excited. You know, people who are happy to retire, like Diane Morgan and others that have had it planned for the entire year, Kim Alsheimer, because you'll say, are you sad? No. Yeah, and it's not, and you were amazing. You love your kids to the very last minute. You will love and fight and honor those for those kids, right? But I just love seeing the joy in you all year, that you had such a happy closure on your career, left on a high note, and then you're off to Las Vegas to do amazing things. But you will be missed. And again, one of my own personal children really counted on you. And so thank you so much for what you've done and how you've modeled for staff, because I know your legacy will carry on. Alice Ross. Alice is currently at Black Mountain. She started with us in 2007, and we congratulate her and wish her well on her future adventure. Tasha Songster, Kingman Middle School paraeducator. Hi, Tasha. I thought I saw you come in. Tasha started her career with us in 2012, so 10 years at middle school the whole time. High school and then the middle, high school and middle school. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, can I shake your hand too? Thank you. And do you have some exciting things in your future?
I have to relearn my culture. so-
Relearn your
Yes.
culture. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Pass it on.
Ronald Young. Ronald is a maintenance custodian worker who started his career with Kingman Unified in 2012, and we wish him the best in his new adventures. Krista Powell. Oh, I thought you were coming up for him. Krista Powell at Wallop High School health attendant, again, 2012. And I will tell you, we all survived the pandemic, every one of us, but a little extra love for our health attendants. That was quite an adventure in the health attendants office as well, everywhere, but we really appreciate our health attendants during that time. And Krista did an amazing job at Wallapai. Her kids have gone through our district. She's always positive and she will be missed. Barbara Schmitz. Barbara is an SPLA like Mr. Brown, and she started her career with us in 2008. I had the pleasure of working with her at Manzanita. She's just so much fun and always has a positive attitude and is an excellent job with our kiddos, and she will be missed. Rebecca Franklin. I know I said alphabetical order, but yours, that's where your name is on my list. Hi, Rebecca.
I'm just glad to see you.
Yeah.
Special ed, right? Yep. At the high school. Yep. I'll tell Barb Fuller. Thanks for doing that. So that for tabling. Okay, I'll tell her.
Hi, Rebecca. Let's shake your hand. Rebecca, 2004. So another long career. Were you at Kingman High the whole time?
Well, I was at South Campus. the first 2 years, and then
South
I-
Campus. So did you work with Kim? Absolutely. And Rebecca works with some of our students who really need a special adult in their life. And I just have heard so many amazing things about you. And I know that you dedicate yourself to those kiddos and that you have enriched and changed lives year after year in everything that you've done. So thank you so much and congratulations on your retirement. Get your picture.
I think your hubby captured something.
Thank you for all of you who came this evening. Did you have anything you
No,
wanted to
thank
say?
you for letting us be a part of it. We really want to encourage all of the folks that did any part of education to be in our group. It's the Kingman Area School Employees Retired Group. So we have a good time. We give, I explained at the board meeting, we give a rotating grant to the schools, to the teachers that apply. We rotate, we make sure everybody gets a grant. We also have a worthy cause for every month that we have projects. We're just an amazingly fun group. Melissa is our president. God bless her. Thank you.
Thank you so much. One more round of applause for all of our retirees. And there are boxes over here. Feel free to grab a box and a treat when you come to get your box if you want to keep your award in it. Thank you, President Jacks, for allowing us that time to do that.
Give it a minute or two here. Okay, we'll move on with item number 6, which is reports. I show none for the superintendent and none for any board members. Okay. So we will move on to item 7, approval of routine orders of business. Documentation concerning the matters of the consent agenda may be reviewed at the Kingman Unified School District Office, 3033 McDonald Avenue. Any board member may request an item to be pulled off the agenda for further discussions. Does any board member have any item that they want to pull from the routine order of business? Hearing none, looking for a motion on approval of the routine order of business.
So moved.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
I'll second the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Moving on to item 8, character strong curriculum to be on display for the required 60 days beginning May 10th, 2022. This curriculum will be used at the high school level only. The social and emotional curriculum will be used to teach Arizona standards.
Mr. President, members of the board, this supports our strategic plan, priority 1, staff and student well-being.
Looking for a motion on approving the character strong curriculum. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, it's just discussion only. We don't need a motion. Moving on to item 9, book on display for the required 60-day beginning May 10th, 2022.
Mr. President, members of the board, this book will be used at the middle school level middle school level area. This supports our strategic plan initiative to provide guaranteed curriculum at all grade levels and core subject areas.
Item 10, book on display for the required 60 days beginning May 10th, 2022.
Mr. President, members of the board, this book will also be used at the middle school level. This also supports our strategic plan initiative to provide guaranteed curriculum at all grade levels and core subject areas.
Okay. Item 11, approve online teacher and SPED teacher evaluation rubrics to begin with the 2022-2023 school year. Any comments on that item? Oh, okay.
Mr. President, members of the board, we had an evaluation committee made up of certified teachers that helped create an online teacher evaluation rubric that was equitable with our on-site, but helped evaluate our teachers in an online setting that our current evaluation was not meeting. It does follow the same standards to allow them to also receive the stipend for having an evaluation that meets the Arizona requirements.
Okay. Any comments from any board members? I looked at the rubric and it's very thorough. Well done. Looking for a motion on approving the online teacher and SPED teacher evaluation rubrics.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to item number 12, Possible action to approve 2022-23 employment contracts issued to certified professional and exempt staff identified in the attached spreadsheet who are under the contract for the 2021-2022 school year.
Mr. President and members of the board, staff recommends approval of the 2022-23 employment contracts to the individuals listed in your packet.
Okay. Any board comments on item 12? Looking for a motion on item 12.
I'll make that motion.
Looking for a second on item 12 for approving the 2022-23 employment contracts for certified professional and exempt staff.
Second.
Second from Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 13, possible action to approve at-will employment agreements issued to current classified staff identified in the attached spreadsheet who plan to return in the school year 2022-23 following the scheduled summer break.
Mr. President and members of the board, staff recommends approving the at-will employment agreements issued to the staff listed in your packets.
Any board comments? Okay, looking for a motion to approve the at-will employment agreements issued to current classified staff.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second. Item 14, possible action to approve Jeffrey Silva's request to be released from his 2021-22 employment contract without the imposition of liquidated damage fee.
Mr. President and members of the board, staff recommends the governing board approve the release from contract of Jeffrey Silva effective May 10, 2022, and approve his request for liquidated damages to be waived for the reasons stated in the confidential memo to the governing board.
Any comments by any of the board members? Looking for a motion to approve Jeffrey Silva's request to be released from his 21-22 contract without imposition of liquidated damage fees.
I'll make that motion.
A motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 15, possible action to approve the employment of Shane Murray as assistant principal of Lee Williams High School for the 2022-23 school year, and to authorize staff to issue an employment contract in the amount specified in the memorandum to the governing board.
Mr. President, members of the board, Shane Murray is currently an employee of Kingman Unified and has worked as the athletic director at high school for a number of years. He is running the position of assistant principal, and we're thrilled to have him recommended.
Right. Any board comments?
Sorry, Ms. Shumway. I was just saying Mr. Murray is currently the athletic director, and we're thrilled to have him being recommended as the assistant principal at Lee Williams.
Thank you. Any board comments? Looking for a motion to approve the employment of Shane Murray as assistant principal of Lee Williams High School.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to item 16, possible action to approve the employment of Daniel Imbowski as school principal of Black Mountain School for the 2022-23 school year, and to authorize staff to issue an employment contract in the amount specified in the memorandum to the governing board.
President Jacks, members of the board, we recommend Daniel Imborski as the principal of Black Mountain. He is currently the teacher on assignment at Black Mountain. He's done a fantastic job. He was recommended through the interview process by the committee and the staff to this position. So we're happy to make the recommendation.
Looking for a motion for the employment of Daniel Imborski as a school principal of Black Mountain School.
I'll make that motion.
And a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Daniel. Item 17, possible action to approve the employment of Christina Weaver as a school principal of Kingman Middle School for the 2022-23 school year and to authorize staff to issue an employment contract in the amount specified in the memorandum to the governing board.
President Jacks, members of the board, Christina Weaver has been the principal of Mount Tipton in the Dolan Springs community for 6 years. Christina, 6 years. She's done an absolutely incredible job. She will be dearly missed by the community and the staff, but has joined us in moving to Kingman Middle School. So she will now is recommended as the principal of Kingman Middle School. So it's a lateral move, but we're super excited about what she's going to offer to her new campus.
Great. Any board comments on item 17? Okay, looking for a motion to approve the employment of Christina Weaver as a school principal of Kingman Middle School.
I'll make that motion.
A motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations, Christina. Item 18, possible action to approve the employment of Jennifer Hannon as school principal of Lee Williams High School for the 2022-23 school year and to authorize staff to issue an employment contract in the amount specified in the memorandum to the governing board.
President Jacks, members of the board, Jennifer Hannon is currently the vice principal at Servet with Mrs. Julie Runkle. She did her internship at Lee Williams High School at the high school level and fell in love with the high school campus. And so we congratulate and recommend her as the new principal of Lee Williams High School.
Okay, thank you. Any board comments on item 18? Okay, looking for motion to improve the employment of Jennifer Hannon as school principal of Lee Williams High School.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Jennifer. Item 19, possible action to approve the employment of Jerusha Personnel as a school principal of White Cliffs Middle School for the 2022-23 school year and authorize staff to issue an employment contract in the amount specified in the memorandum to the governing board.
President Jacks, members of the board, Jerusha Presnell has been with our district for a number of years. She is currently the vice principal at White Cliffs Middle School to Mrs. Kabanovich, and we are happy to recommend her as the principal for White Cliffs.
Thank you. Any board comments on item 19? Okay, looking for a motion to approve the employment of Jerusha Personnel as a school principal of White Cliffs Middle School.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Jerusha. Item 20, approved compensation structure related to the payment of ESSER retention stipends at the end of the current fiscal year.
Mr. President, members of the board, at our March budget workshop, we talked about ESSER stipends at the end of the year. The board asked that we go back and include a piece for longevity and to bring it back to you before we made any sort of payments. So after we went back to the drawing board, we designed a bit of a strategy with it. I've outlined that in our in the memo to the board, but basically what we did is we took the amounts budgeted for next year's retention stipends and the amount budgeted for the current year. We combined them. Then we set up a base amount essentially starting March 23rd, 2020 to the end of the school year this year is essentially if you were employed during that period, you were retained throughout the entire pandemic. And so that creates a $1,000 base payment for those people. Anyone who was hired after March 23rd and still makes it to the end of the year, their base payment would just be prorated based on the days they've been with us. So then on top of that, since the board asked for longevity, we created some multipliers to go with the base amount of $1,000. So if you're signing your contract and you're going to return as an employee next year, that creates a 5% multiplier on the $1,000. And then we went on longevity with the district. And went up 2% for every set of 5 years. So 5 to 9 years would get 2%, 10 to 14, 4%, all the way up to 35 to 39 years of continuous service, getting 14% on top of the 1,000. So if you had somebody who worked here 35 years and is returning next year, that person would be eligible for the $1,000 plus 19% on the $1,000. So an additional $190. And so that's how the stipend strategy is set out currently. The idea is that we would not offer retention stipends related to ESSER next year unless there was some leftover money and the board decided they wanted to do that. The idea would be, let's get it now as the pandemic's coming to an end and really get a bang for our buck in a year that we can't offer raises. So I'll take any questions rather than just read through the whole proposal. So.
Any comments or questions by board members? No? Okay, thank you, Aaron. Looking for a motion on approving the compensation structure related to the payment of ESSER retention stipends at the end of the current fiscal year.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Item number 21, approve structure and amounts of results-based funding stipends for Desert Willow Elementary.
Mr. President, members of the board, Desert Willow was awarded results-based funding in the amount of $189,000 for the FY18 and FY19 school years. It has taken us this long to create a plan for it. That is my fault as per usual. But this year I sat down with the principal of the school and we worked through it. So essentially, as you know, Mr. Jack's results-based funding comes with a couple strings attached. The first one being that 51% of all of that money must be spent on compensation for in the classroom, instructional related compensation, and the other 49% must be spent on items that continue the methods you've put in place that awarded you this money in the first place. And so the 49% for items and services and training and whatnot, that hasn't been hashed out completely. There's no deadline on the school spending this money, but as I understand it, it'll be folded into their project-based learning strategies and used to increase the capacity of their instructional staff. So as far as the stipends go, it's essentially $1,550 for all the certified staff for each year that they were with the school, the 18 year, the 19 year, and the current year. And you can see that on the spreadsheet I provided you that outlined the payments for every single person in line for these. That same method was taken for classified employees, albeit much smaller, where they start with a base of 300 and then are eligible for 3 years of it based on how long they've been with the district. The max stipend going to a teacher or administrator is $4,650. That's someone who was there for all 3 years. And the max stipend for an instructional classified is $900. And we are ready to pay that once we have board approval.
Any board members have any questions or comments? Okay, looking for a motion to approve the structure and amount of results-based funding stipends for Desert Willow Elementary.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to item 22, approve recommendation to renew the district's RFP 19-06-24 for auditing services, Dobridge and Company PC for the FY23, which is year 4 of a 5-year award.
Mr. President, members of the board, the memo speaks for itself. We'll be going into our 4th year with Dobridge, able to renew one more for FY24. As you saw with the audit report a couple months ago, though we enjoy Dobridge's time in our district, they don't pull punches when it comes to holding us accountable for our accounting and our USFR compliance. So we recommend to continue this agreement.
Any board comments or questions? Looking for a motion to renew the district's RFP 19-06-24.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
I'll second.
A second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to item 23, approve FY22 classroom site fund plan.
Mr. President, members of the board, this should have been brought in December as per the old rules of CSF prior to their change in the current year. I'm a little bit unsure if that rule was in place, but I would have planned to bring it in December. At any rate, we still need an approval. It's the same plan we've ran with for the last 3 years. You can see in the plan, the teachers who voted on it, the approval rating is really high. A lot of teachers did abstain from voting at specific schools, but the one thing to keep in mind with 301, this current year, it was $9,000 broken into 3 intervals. Already $5,400 has been paid out. We do not expect new school grades before this year ends, so we expect to make our final payment. And we just want you to keep in mind that next year that the allocation will probably be the same, but whether or not the state actually allows us to spend it is a different matter, as the aggregate expenditure limit will continue to be a problem for school districts moving forward. So can expect a similar amount, just don't know if we'll be allowed to spend it. I'll take any questions.
Any board member questions or comments? It really is an excellent plan that's been developed over the last few years.
Thanks.
Well served. Looking for a motion to approve the FY22 classroom site fund plan.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to item 24, approve the creation of an audiovisual computer technician position to assist schools in putting on in-school and out-of-school events that require audiovisual components.
Mr. President, members of the board, as you know, the district holds plenty of in-house events. It also invites the community to rent our facilities for out-of-time events, sometimes on the weekends. A lot of times it requires the use of high-tech audio-visual equipment. And over the years, we've found that essentially 1 to 2 people in the district have been responsible for that time and again. And the compensation related to that has either been minimal or nil. And so as part of that issue that we've really uncovered and illustrated this year, we're proposing to add a computer technician to the IT department, whose first and number one responsibility would be to run those audio visual rooms at both of the high schools and even lower if need be, and to essentially have that outlet for our district at all times. And then when they're not operating the audio visual components of the district, they would fold in with the rest of IT and do computer technician services. So computer technicians make $18.80 an hour, and that is the position we're recommending. I did provide you a list of essential duties and functions, and I'm sure other staff, if you need questions answered, could be more eloquent about this.
Any comments or questions by board members? Okay, looking for a motion on item number 24, approving a creation of an audiovisual computer technician position.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Ms. Weiser, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That moves us to item 25, approve donations. Do I have a motion?
I'd like to make that motion to approve donations with our intense gratitude. This has been a really good year for the community to come together.
Looking for a second.
I second.
Got a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That moves us on to item number 26 for adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved by Ms. Weiser. Do I have a second?
I second.
By Ms. Shumway. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.